My students laugh at me in class because I like to see muscles contract. I tell them that every time, and I like electrical stimulation. I just think it's really cool. And particularly knowing that somebody is paralyzed and seeing their muscles move is kind of interesting, it's special. Just say it ain't worth the effort. It's too clumsy to get these things up. We are looking at the possibility that electrical stimulation weight training or electrical stimulation endurance training can improve glucose handling or sugar management in the body and maybe reduce diabetes. When I first came here 11 years ago, Dr. Gary Dudley wrote this grant, the original grant to weight train to improve cardiovascular health. So the real idea behind the grant was that we would increase the size of their muscles and then train them, and the larger muscles would give them an exercise stimulus by increasing their heart rate. In about the third year, Dr. Dudley got in a very severe car accident and had what's known as a traumatic brain injury. Now, he did come back and do some research, but then he passed away. So we kind of inherited the project. Well, the thing that he did at the end, which was very interesting, was he found that his spinal cord injury participants had impaired sugar management. They were on the way to becoming diabetic. His preliminary findings seemed to suggest that the weight training reduced the amount of fat within muscles and improved their sugar management, thus making them less likely to become diabetic.
The thing with research and being an MD, they're two totally different things, I feel like. When you're a doctor, you see your what you do like immediately. You see like the effects of your patient immediately almost. In research, things you do, you may see like 10, 20 years down the road, but it has a long-lasting effect. So things that we're studying now in this lab, PAD, diabetes, muscle breakdown, it has a lot of long-term implications that could affect a lot more people than if I just was a medical doctor, then maybe I could do.
We've worked very hard to treat our research subjects as our partners in our experiments. And Gary, bless his heart, he did that better than anybody I know. He was very much a proponent of research as a partnership between the participants and the investigators.
I first got introduced to Dr. McCully in the McCully lab by my dean, Dr. Schuster. She told me that there was a professor over here who had a FES bike. I came in over throughout the school year last year, and then over the summer I did research here.
I think what we're finding, which is different than what we originally thought, that weight training alone will make people with spinal cord injury muscles bigger, but will not help the problem with diabetes. What we're hoping to accomplish is to find out whether endurance training or endurance training alone is the magic thing. So I think what translates into healthcare, I'm anticipating, is that a combination training is going to be essential.
A lot of times I'm just sitting here in a chair studying all day. My legs just get really stiff. So actually being able to come over here and get a good workout for my legs, it's a great thing. It's awesome just watching them move and everything. That's an awesome experience. And just feeling the effects of it afterwards, because I feel like my blood circulation definitely improves by doing this.
What I am finding more and more when we are working with people with disabilities, including people with spinal cord injury, is health and wellness is on the back burner. And we'll give you a set of exercises, and you can actually email us. I did them, get off my back. But I think having the option or encouraging wellness and combining wellness with the normal care is going to be important. And that's a tough message, and I know from my experience with physicians, particularly primary care physicians, it's going to be a tough sell. But it's an important one.